That's it. The other sector should be open now. I think it's time I told Emily why I'm here. I'll risk it. You two should get to know each other.
Ah. Right, I just forced myself in here. Yep. Once I can fix the windows quickly. I don't remember when I got the second door key. Weird. I think I know where it goes though. I think it's meant to go the other way. Another 5 door. The wrong weapon. Oh, son of a bitch. Nothing new.
Welcome to the beating heart of the FBC. I kinda mean that literally.
I should be going.
Right. You gotta lock down the lift.
It's already left it. Right there. This is the one that showed me in the cutscene. I thought there was something here, but nope. I'm still in this one chapter.
Hope has asked us to document the Hiss incantation, as she calls it.
You mean like in person?
In person, with a pencil and paper. I think she's trying to get us killed.
Jesse, you made it. And you lifted the internal lockdown.
Let's talk, Emily.
Yes, of course.
Listen, Emily. Screw it. Just tell her. I haven't been completely honest. I have a younger brother, Dylan. When we were kids, we found an old slide projector in Ordinary's landfill. The slides created doorways to other places. Bad things happened. Came through. That's all she gets. The rest stays locked inside. But we found help. Through one of the doorways, we met something. A being.
A being? What kind of being?
It's hard to describe, but she helped us. We managed to turn the projector off. The bad things that came through the doorways were gone. After that, your people came. Tried to grab us. I ran away. They got Dylan. I left him behind.
Bureau agents took your brother?
Yes. You covered it up. No one believed me.
Damn.
I just want to find Dylan. I've been looking for him ever since.
What happened to the slide projector? It sounds like another object of power.
I thought you took it. The Bureau. Along with Dylan.
I've never heard of it. But around here, I assume everything's classified. You know, I looked into the Ordinary AWE case files after you mentioned it. Trench and Darling were both involved. A large area of the containment sector was reserved for it. The case hasn't been active for a long time. I have no idea if anything's still there. Can you tell me more about this being you found?
Let's hope you two get along. She's been with me ever since Ordinary. In my head. She led me to you. I call her Polaris.
As in a guiding star. Did Polaris know about the hiss? If she got you in here in spite of the lockdown, she's very powerful. Which may help explain your test results. Your readings are incredible, Jesse. Now, cross-referencing them with the database, I found 2 matches in Darling's old classified files. Unfortunately, I can't access them beyond the file codes. But one was P6, referring to a prime candidate for a potential future bureau director. This was logged years ago.
Dylan. Is that Dylan?
The other match is on something called Hedron, which must be connected to these Hedron resonance amplifiers somehow. All I know is that Marshall went to the research sector to secure the HRA production after the hiss first attacked.
So, Marshall seems like our best lead on Dylan. I need to go after her. How can I get to the research sector?
Use my keycard. The sector elevator will take you there.
Marshall is the next step. What Emily told me about Ordinary, my powers being connected to things in the Bureau's past, I am so close to something. Do you feel it? Something's coming.
We take turns to come for a visit. I helped you. You owe me now. And when time comes, I will come calling.
Electro override. Old Boys Club. Meetings major targets. Seriously? I'm timed. The hiss spread is searching for transmission speakers to corrupt chaos. The astral plane is a complex switchboard. The hiss will come for us all. You must stop, shut up them. So am I supposed to see time for that? I sure I am.
I heard the hiss attacked the power plant. Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plant attracting?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use.
I'm gonna be down for a bit.
If we don't even know what kind of energy.
So I have 20 minutes to do this. I already know what I'm doing. I have no idea where I'm going. That's really tell me. I thought there was a faster way to get there. Nope, not a boot, not a boot, not a boot. Ow. No, do we just turn right? It's like I'm so much in the area that's like, oh, I'm going. Shit, they follow me. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't even know. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Fuck. Don't block it. I was just so confused. I was like, what happened? I still got the things. I was just lost. Hope I died. Internal lockdown emergency security measure is stopping Jesse from looking for Trench's missing management team in the other sectors. Jesse sets out to enter the maintenance sector to find the director override and lift the internals to lockdown. Without T's help, Jesse reaches the maintenance sector where the internal lockdown can be lifted. She helps Chief of Security Erish to stabilize the overloading NSC power plant before performing director override and unlocking the sector elevator. Jesse reveals to Pope that she came here to find her younger brother Dylan, who was taken as a child by Bureau agents years ago. Jesse and Dylan were involved in an Alto Gibraltar event in their hometown of Ordinary. Ever since then, an entity Jesse calls Polaris has guided her. Polaris led her to the oldest house. Well, I do need points, huh? Fine. Oh, they're blocking me to get to the place? Dang it. Oh. Research. Central Research. Record keeper?
Welcome to the research sector of the Federal Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications. I'm looking at you, Mr. Tomasi. So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 24 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries, authored studies of grave importance, and in all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how little we truly know. Rest assured, we're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance, and do follow the safety protocols. Read the manual. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
Where did I get that from? Oh, it's right there.
Bureau of Control. I'm Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Somebody thought this video would make for great internal communications.
Patrol Division?
So, this is where the magic happens. Anyway, I've been here for 20 years now. I've always been here. And through those years, we've made astonishing discoveries.
Dang.
In all this work, there is one thing we know, and that's how we truly know. We're committed to keep pushing the known laws and borders of reality, and to make the Bureau proud. So, welcome. Assuming you have the necessary clearance and to follow the safety protocols. Otherwise, bad things will happen.
No, it's a shadow. I was like, what the heck is that? You guys can fly too? Damn it. These guys have rocket launchers. Jesus. I missed so much of that happened. About Family Pope, specialist power of Director Jesse Faden. Field research on his entity has corrupted sniper. Summary: Burroughs snipers specialize in eliminating threats from a distance using the telltale searchlights affixed to the rifles to search for targets. His snipers are no less lethal, but corruption has not changed their tactics. They clearly prefer to maintain a good distance from their target, waiting in elevated positions for a clear shot. Care should be taken in open spaces. Check the balconies. I should note that their rifles are equipped with a bayonet for close quarters combat, and that his snipers are well aware how to use it. Refer to file for full report. Oh my god, I got an actual blip. And an intrusive pattern. I don't know what those things even are. Has been a lower spread or higher fire? It's 3 plus 2. Okay, so these things can respawn. Parapsychology. Which it looks like is the way I'm supposed to go. So I'm gonna look around first. So what all did I miss? I was just going through down and down and down. I missed the shelter. Here's the call summary. AWE 18, 6/17/1993. Event summary: possible AWE in which an unnamed individual experienced transcorporeality via a phone line. Event is notably similar to AWE in which the response to event is believed to have been caused by, and as a result, the following measures have been taken to prevent. It's like, this is the most blacked out that it's like, I barely read anything from that. I need to find a thing. Looks like it's much easier to shoot them from an angle. Yeah, there's an upstairs. There's even an upstairs. And I didn't get a chance to explore yet. Plant complaint? Vertebral control. Hey, so I was just wondering about the plants and research. Is there really necessary to sing to them? I mean, that janitor does have a nice voice, and the plants sure seem to like it. Maybe you could just switch it up a bit. I'm getting pretty tired of the tango. And where did these plants even come from? No one seems to remember when they were planted, and people like them a bit too much, if you ask me. Are we being invaded by houseplants? What to look into, Dr. Houseplants. Synchronicity. Penned by Dr. Theodore Ash, head of research. A glimpse into paranatural synchronicity and the unseen connections. Introductions. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events, connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bell at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road, and now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. Return file for full report. I don't like what's on the screen. Oh, I actually want to go in here. Are you serious? HRH.
I've been fielding questions recently regarding HRAs. What are they for? Do you always need to wear them? And what's the deal with the Hedron resonance anyway?
Very drunk.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not monitoring devices. We're not tracking your movements or listening to your conversations while you're wearing them. We do that regardless whether or not you're wearing an HRA. Think of them as a life preserver. Only instead of water, the thing HRAs protect you from is classified. One day that classified, not water, might pour in, and you'll be glad you got an HRA keeping you afloat. And if you don't have an HRA, don't worry. It'll be quick and painless. Kidding. I'm kidding. We're making more.
It's gonna hurt. Alternative perspective, objects of power and their astral connections. Summary. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share direct connection to the An entity of group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between these objects of power, the astral plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very of objects, such as the hotline of the server's weapon. But what if these particular objects were never linked to but had that connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement is a natural fact and not something more? For the file 623-938-82 for report.
Questions recently regarding HRX? What are they for? Do you always need to wear them?
Okay.
And what's the name?
Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling at a research spider of NA. Utilization of paranatural elements resonance confidential summary. Resonance is there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Open the door to a, I've called, emits a force that is far beyond the forces we previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenons? AWEs, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file for full report.
With the Hedron resonance anyway.
Darling budget request? To see Darling from A. Lewis, subject parakinesiology budget. Federal Bureau Control. Dear Dr. Darling, I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in your department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think that those additional research could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left the bottle of Village Brown on your desk. Here's an adoration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Bribes, eh? Jeez. Astroplane. Found by Dr. Casper Darling, head of research by order of NA. Examination of paranatural topics, the astral plane, and objects of power. Summary. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the astral plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an AWE occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the astral plane to that item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the astral plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The astral plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. For the file 632-6498 for full report.
Despite what you may have heard, HRAs are not modern devices.
Damn it. Found it. Hmm.
I'm averse to using objects of power. I don't want to lean on things I ultimately can't trust. But the ashtray and the cigarette, smoking there forever, have their uses. The ashtray maze they conjure is an impossibly changing labyrinth that no one but the Binder, and those the Binder invites, can ever pass through. The things we hid in dimensional research, the things Darling studies, the danger and the risk involved, call for every measure of security and protection I could bring to the table. The maze, hands down, is our strongest lock. I gave Darling and his chosen crew license to pass through the maze. Lately, I've started to think I should revoke that license.
Hmm. Interesting.
Changing labyrinth can never pass through. Dimensional research. Every measure of security.
So they don't even know how the maze looks like. Hmm. Another number back. What? Shatter. Hmm. This is level 3. Holy crap. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Damn it. Wrong one. Wrong door. Damn it. So one of these days. Damn it. I have to get in there. It's right there. I think I saw this before, but I don't remember. I think that's the only time I can do it. Damn it. No. I don't know. Fire break. What the fuck? Wait. The camera's back. What the hell? They don't work though. Okay, now I'm scared. Everything turned off. God damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got one now. Did I do it? Never been to pneumatics? I don't remember. Where's this place go? No, not spin. It's a rare. God dang. I shot the facility. Compiled by Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Organization of paranatural elements threshold summary. Thresholds have always been sources of great inspiration and great challenge. When a new threshold manifests in the oldest house by, we never know what new discoveries it will provide to the Bureau, but we must always seize these opportunities. This report will examine the process of distinguishing resistant threshold effects based on their utilitarian possibilities. The quarry brought black rock, one of our most invaluable discoveries, but if the mold has any scientific value, it has been difficult to find due to the lengths we must go to its fighting back the particularly prolific plant. These are very distinct cases and worth comparing as their study offers for vastly different dangers and rewards. Refer to file 594, 120, 1284 for report. I don't want to be able to make it, because goddamn, man. Just got an ambush right there. Oh, shoot. I just want to. Damn it. I can't get you right now. Oh, wait, maybe.